clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Fields this, and look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It got his man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Morrow, and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams all tied after 1. From just shy of midfield, Carr will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Sliding. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Now Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Carr going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 8 yards out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On third down, it's Prescott on the move to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. He'll get it inside the 20. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you? He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Carr now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Prescott now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fields it right around the goal line. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Tough spot. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
going to try and throw on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw with Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Pushes him over. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Carr's throw complete to Hollins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what?
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr.
On the move past the 40.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Jacobs now. Brought down at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to throw here. Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They run it with Jacobs. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacob Hollister. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Carr will look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last shot now for Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time.